So I ask you, did you stock up on toilet paper? Did you stock up on toilet paper? Did you? Well, the Max Planck Institute of Evolutionary Anthropology. There's a group you want to hang out with. These are guys that look at the traits of cavemen. Are you like a caveman? What made you buy extra toilet paper? Why did you panic when they limited you to one box of Kleenex? What happened when the shelves were bare of disinfectants? The show I did a couple days ago said they were blowing smoke at you, that spewing that we did that was supposed to be the great source of COVID spread died as soon as the liquid evaporated. It didn't linger hours on end. We didn't have to clean every shopping cart. And we talked about masks and the limited application there. And that my opinion was the more we wear those things, the more we see the numbers going up. Sure, this is serious. Sure, this is an issue. I talked to somebody yesterday that said there was a line of cars all the way around CVS now that CVS is doing a drive-through test. I think everybody's concerned. Go and get your finger pricked, get your swab. Go find out if you do have coronavirus. So we can check all of that out and get involved with that. But today we're going to talk about why did you stock up on toilet paper? We're also going to go into a piece of information on the Chinese that said, why did China recover so quickly? And why are we still producing the highest numbers ever? So we're going to take a look at all that. We're going to start out with this one on toilet paper stockpiling. Again, for what it's worth, following the fast spread of COVID-19 across Europe and North America in March, many people began stockpiling commodities, including toilet paper. Some companies reported an increase of up to 700% in toilet paper sales, despite calls from the government to refrain from panic buying. In the new study, researchers surveyed 1,029 adults from 35 countries who were recruited through social media. Between the 23rd and 29th of March 2020, participants completed a brief inventory, which ranks 6 broad personality domains, and shared information on their demographics, perceived threat level of COVID-19, quarantine behaviors, all important, right? And toilet paper consumption in recent weeks. Was there something about COVID that made you go more? The most robust predictor of toilet paper stockpiling was the perceived threat posed by the pandemic. People who felt more threatened tended to stockpile more. Around 20% of this effect was also based on the personality factor. Now we're going to get into it. So you stockpiled toilet paper, did you? What kind of personality trait? What's that say about you? It said, people who generally tend to worry a lot, people who tend to be anxious a lot, are more likely to be threatened and stockpile toilet paper. The personality domain of conscientiousness, which includes traits of organization, diligence, perfectionism, and prudence. Organization, diligence, perfectionism, and prudence. That defines you. Other observations were that older people stockpiled more toilet paper than younger people, and that Americans stockpiled more than Europeans. The researchers pointed out that the variable studied explained only 12% of the variability in toilet paper stockpiling. We're still far away, they said, from understanding why. Story number 2. Did you see the news yesterday? I have been screaming here for the last 2 months. And on Monday of this week, when I watched BBC and they said the reason that they aren't allowing anybody from this country into their country and all of Europe is shut down is because we don't know what the heck we're doing. Because the FDA and idiots like Fauci have gotten in the way of the correct information. When Fauci sat there and said hydroxychloroquine had no effect and really shouldn't be used. And the CDC came out and said it should not be used. It's dangerous. And every single newscast, as far as even 2 days ago, criticized Trump because he came out and said, I took it for 2 weeks. I didn't have any problems. They called him an idiot. Now comes the biggest study yet. They came out and said it cut the rates of death. It was used in seriously ill people. Cut the rates of death by 50% at a mere cost of about 30 cents a day. And the stock of that remdesivir went down the toilet. But the other part that I stressed over and over again, and I will stress over and over again right now, is if you're not doing something to protect yourself, if you're not taking the right supplement foundation, you're letting your guard down. Nearly 4 in 10 Chinese took supplements during the COVID-19 lockdown period. This is according to the first of its kind study conducted by the Johns Hopkins Bloomberg School of Public Health. Findings also showed that consumers residing in regions with fewer than 500 cases tended to have a better dietary intake. They ate better and they supplemented better. Total of 1,938 participants from 31 Chinese provinces and cities took place in the survey. 12 categories of what they consumed. A higher score suggested a more variable diet, more healthy. Findings show that the average score is 9.7 out of 12. Interestingly, people living in places where lab-confirmed COVID-19 cases were above 500 had the lowest score. Those that ate worse, those that fast fooded it, those that didn't pay any attention to what we've been saying for months on end, succumbed to COVID and got sick, which explains why these kids are getting it now. When you had them locked up, they had to eat what you produced. Now they're eating anything they want. Tomorrow on the show, which is the 4th of July, we're going to do a piece on parasites and the microbiome. Why? Because this COVID-19 bug seems to be acting like that. You have questions on what we just talked about? This is short and sweet. Give us a call at 678-228-8900, 678-228-8900. Have a great, healthy day, folks, and a beautiful July 4th, and we'll see you back soon. Take care.